Welcome to Politics, Culture and Some Other Shit. Check this out. Bought a new guitar. It's lovely. What is it? Ooh, well, I've probably read it in the title, so, or in the description of this video, so I dare say you know already. But let me talk to you about it. So this is a Yamaha FG335. It was made sometime, I think, around 1977, which makes it 20. I'm gonna say my maths. 23, 33. It's 30. Yeah, it's 40 plus. 40 years old. It's going to be in around that. 40 plus. So these are Yamaha. This is a Yamaha FG335. I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I fell in love with it. It sounds class, and it plays class, and it looks class. It's got all the wee things you would expect of a guitar that age. It's really nice. I don't really mind about all the scratches and the marks. That doesn't annoy me at all. I should tell you, the guitar came with these nickel wound strings, and I thought I liked them, and I don't think I do anymore. So they're a bit mellower. They don't have that bronze sort of that phosphor bronze bang, which I want. So I think I'm going to change them. They sound class, they're good, but I think the phosphor bronze are better. The reason I was sort of I thought I was enjoying these for a wee while because I have acid fingers. I rust. I tarnish strings. Like, I play a brand new set of strings 2-3 days later. They look like they've been on there for 6 months. And these don't do that. They're kind of like they've got that nickel wrap like an electric guitar string, so they don't tarnish. Whatever it is that's happening in my fingers, they don't react as badly. So I thought I was going to keep these. I've decided I don't think I'm going to. So you're not getting the full. When I put the other strings on, if they sound much better or much different to the point that I think I should let you know, I'll do that. I'll do another little video to explain. So here we go. So this is this guitar. I bought this on eBay. It's a Yamaha FG335. It's 40 plus years of age. And let me explain. So what happens with guitars, vintage guitars, acoustic guitars especially, and you need to be very cautious when you're buying a vintage guitar sight unseen. I've been caught out a couple of times, which is why I was kind of loathed to buy this. I was sort of, I don't know if I should, but I got it for an embarrassingly low amount of money. I'm not going to tell you. I mean, it's ridiculous what I got this guitar for. It was a steal. If I had a conscience, I would feel guilty. So what happens with guitars is they've got 2 points of tension here at the bridge, or the saddle, and here at the nut, right? And over 40 years, the neck will do this. The neck will do this all the time because there's that tension, and it's pulling the neck this way, you see. So inside the neck, there's a truss rod. It tightens up and it counters that. But eventually that truss, it's a threaded rod, it gets tightened up that it can't be tightened anymore, or loosened that it can't be loosened anymore, depending on what's happening. So the solution is you take the nut off and you sand the bottom of this and you glue it back in, and that brings the strings down. You do the same at the saddle here and it brings it down, and then eventually you can do it no more. So then you take the bridge off and you sand it down, you glue it back on, and eventually you just can't do it anymore. And the problem with that is that you lose tone, really, because you want a nice piece of saddle. You want a nice piece of saddle sticking up, because that then creates a nice break for the strings and a significant amount of string. So you need a piece of string coming out of here to here, this to take up this gap. You want a nice piece of that. If this saddle is sanded down and there's hardly any saddle left, that break angle comes like this, you see, and then that contributes to the tone of the guitar, to its sound, to its voice. So the solution is to take the neck off, right? The luthier guitar or repair guy will heat this up using various implements, and the glue will loosen in the pocket of the body here, and he'll take it off, and then he'll either take the whole fingerboard off or just a part of it off down here, and he'll fix the truss rod, replace the truss rod off him, and then he'll put it all back together. And it's a big job. No matter what you do, it's a big job. There's no easy way around it, and it's not guaranteed to work. And it's expensive, $300-400 in America, about €300 or €400, £300-400. Now, if you're sitting on a £3,000 Martin and it needs a neck replacement, a $300, £300, €300 investment, you go, okay, that's fair enough. These guitars were only ever mid-range at best. At best. Right? But they were over-engineered. I'll get to that in a second. This is the point. This is why I'm have this here today. So the guy that owned this guitar was a luthier. And over lockdown, he built himself a couple of guitars himself, a couple of acoustic guitars. But this was his go-to guitar. So he did all the work. So it's bone nut, bone saddle, brass bridge pins, and the neck has been reset. He did it himself. He also sanded a little bit off the profile of the neck here, so it suited his hand better. It's my only thing that I wished he hadn't have done, because my hands are big, and I can sort of feel that little bit of timber missing. But it doesn't matter. I'll get used to it. It's fine. It's only a little bit, but I can feel it. But it's not a complaint for the instrument that I have, for what I paid for it. It's not a complaint. So he did all the work, and then he put it on eBay for sale, and it didn't sell. And I made him a stupid offer. I made the stupid offer because I bought a couple of guitars sight unseen on eBay before, and I've regretted it. So I was a bit hesitant. I needn't have been. This guitar is gorgeous. He described it perfectly. His massive description. Did his video, style playing. He was a very good player as well. And he sent me a few messages, and he loves the guitar. I would be the same. I'm the same. If I'm not playing a guitar, I'll get rid of it. But this is the only acoustic that I have, and the other acoustic that I have was another Yamaha, but a newer one, and I sold it. Sold it to my friend Reverend Duffer, and so he's away with that. So that's the story of this guitar. This is a Yamaha FG335, over 40 years of age. Also, another piece of information for you. Laminates. It's all laminate. Laminate top, laminate back and sides. Now, laminates are used to make cheaper guitars here today, but this isn't like those laminates. These laminates are different. These are of a different quality. Japan is a humid country, and then the solid top guitars would tend to react badly to the humidity. So one of the solutions was laminates. So this was used also to keep costs down in this instrument, but it was also used as a practical solution to a proper problem. So that's the guitar. So this is tuned to get that Gad, by the way. So I'll play a little tune for you that I wrote up in Donegal a few weeks ago. So this is pointed roughly, very roughly, at the 12th fret. This is an Aston Stealth mic on the V1 setting. It's a very nice mic, by the way. Great on voice. I'm not sure it's a guitar mic. I'm not convinced of that yet. But I'll play a little bit of. So I played a little tune earlier when I opened up with a pick. So this is fingerstyle. There we go. Isn't that nice? So I hope that sounds good on the video. I'm going to put this into, I'll put the audio in the Reaper. I'll probably put a high pass, low pass filter on this, just to, which I do that with all my videos anyway. If I put any, I don't think I'm going to, I'm just going to do that. I think I'll commit to that. If I don't, I'll put it in the notes. I just want you to hear the guitar as good as I hear it, but I don't want to boost it. I don't want to, you know. I don't like those. You know, people do guitars, show you the guitars, and then they play you a little bit, and it's all reverb, a bit reverb. I don't get the point of that. I think this guitar is going to sound even better with the phosphor bronze on. I really do. I think it's going to bang it out. So there we go. There's my wee Yamaha FG335. I'll be playing this next week, actually, at Fieldies in Bangor on Saturday night. Tomorrow night, yeah. So Saturday the 1st of October. There we go. Hope you enjoy that. Hope it helps you. If you decide to get one of these, I couldn't recommend it anymore. If you have to spend a couple of hundred on it, and then if it needs a neck reset, say it costs you 300. That's a 500 guitar, $500, £500, 500 euros. I think it's worth every penny for that. For a £500 guitar, I think it's worth it easily. Maybe, well, I'll leave it at that. So but make sure if you have a luthier near you that can do the work and is prepared to do the work, a lot of luthiers won't even touch that sort of work. So, yeah. So if you're getting that guitar for 500 quid with the work, and you know, you're getting a bargain. I got it for much, much, much less than that with the work done. So I got a steal. So I'm very lucky. There we go, all done.